Orach Chaim HaKadosh says that we are going to reach 50 before MaShiach comes. We're going to reach worse level than Am Yisrael did. Meaning, Am Yisrael all of them were idol worshippers. All of them were in a horrible situation. We are going to be worse than them. Every day we have a debate of whether my rabbi and I, whether we got to 49th, 50th, anything like that, and every day things get much worse. So, apparently our cheshbon, our math is different than HaKadosh Baruch Hu's. It's a very, very upside down world, to say the least. The teachings that are being taught in the world are upside down. The investments that are being made in the Jewish world are upside down. A lot of things are upside down. But as you would see throughout all of the details that we learn about Mashiach, we see that everything that has to do with him is upside down. Meaning that this is one of the ways that HaKadosh Baruch Hu shows his glory. I'll give you an example. Lot, the Chachamim say, was the epitome of Tum'ah. Was the symbolic of the impurity of the world. Lot. Why? He enjoyed being intimate with his own daughter. But from that daughter, Mashiach comes. From that daughter with Lot was the nation of Moab. The king of Moab had two daughters. One was Orpah, one was Ruth. Two goyot. But one of them decided, I don't need the kinghood, I don't need the money, I don't need nothing. All I need is a Kadosh Baruch Hu. That's all I need. Yeah, but you're not even Jewish. You don't have to. Go back to your money. Go back to the kinghood. Go back to this. No. All I want is a Kadosh Baruch Hu. Yeah, but you don't need to. Just be a righteous Gentile. Keep 7 laws of Noah. No, I want Kadosh Baruch Hu. Yeah, but you're going to be poor. It's okay. Yeah, but you're going to be homeless. It's okay. Yeah, but you're going to be hungry. It's okay. You're going to be alone. It's okay. I want a Kadosh Baruch Hu. That's what Ruth said. Orpah says, thank you, but no thank you. I can find a lot of husbands. Orpah found 100 husbands, the Gemara says. 100 husbands. 100 husbands at the same time. Gemara Masechet Avodah Zarah says 100 husbands, same time, one birth. What birth? Goliath. Ruth picked HaKadosh Baruch Hu, became a Jew, married Boaz. One night only. Why? He died the next day. They had a son, Ovid. She saw her son. Her son, Ovid, had a son. His name was Ishai, Jesse in English. She saw the grandson. Ishai had a son, David. She saw him also. David HaMelech. David had a son, Shlomo. She saw Shlomo also. She lived through all the generations. She sat in the throne to see Shlomo HaMelech. Why? Because she gave up everything for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But she was not even Jewish. She was not this. She was not that. She came from the impurity of impurity. But if you pick HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you can get yourself out of the worst garbage in the world. Under the condition that you will sacrifice everything for it. Now the Gemara says there were a few women that were the most beautiful women in history. Ruth was one of them. Meaning she was not only rich, she was not only powerful, but also she could have gotten any man in the world. Who'd she pick? 130-year-old old man to marry him for one day. Why? Because she knew that's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants. That's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants. She sacrificed everything for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says you sacrificed nothing. You sacrificed nothing. You gave up Malchut, you gave up kinghood in this world, you get Malchut eternally. Your grandson is David HaMelech. Great-grandson, Shlomo HaMelech. Great-great-great-grandson, eventually, Mashiach Tzidkenu. Sacrifice. But how does sacrifice come? Unusual. Upside down. Doesn't make any sense. Why? Because it's symbolic of bitachon in Hashem. When you have bitachon in Hashem, you don't worry about things making sense, things not making any sense. You just know HaKadosh Baruch Hu runs the world. I'm going to do what He wants. Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. To who? Who does it make it to you? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, of course it doesn't make any sense to you. You're human. You, of course, how can it make sense to you? You're a human being. You're flesh and blood like me. I'm talking about Hashem. Hashem, everything makes sense to Him. Yeah, but I don't understand Hashem. Of course you don't understand Hashem. Yeah, but I have questions for Hashem. Of course you have questions for Hashem. If you didn't have any questions for Hashem and you understood Hashem, you'd be Hashem. If you have questions for Hashem, that means you know He's Hashem. If you don't understand Hashem, that means He's Hashem. If you understood Him and you didn't have any questions, you'd be Him. You understand? Bitachon is going with Hashem when it doesn't make any sense. Because He's Hashem. That's how the Mashiach is going to come. But all of that process, before it looks this beautiful picture I just painted you, there's a lot of ugliness in between. Goliath tried killing David. Goliath almost killed all of Am Yisrael. His descendants also, for generation after generation, are trying to kill us every generation. There's a lot of ugliness and blood, sweat, and tears until we get to the end of the story. Meaning that the bitachon that started with Ruth, we have to continue it. But if you don't have bitachon, you're not going to be part of the picture. It's still going to happen. You're just not going to be in it.